Enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Stephen Gostkowski now has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. To throw, Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Mayfield on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
20! 20!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Michel, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On 2nd down, here's Brady to Michel on the dump off. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On play action, now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they? And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy. And there he baited him right into the interception. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, ball 66.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL? You just mentioned they went 7-8-1, 0-16 in 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin. Give. This is Chubb. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. The 20 to the right side and complete to Njoku. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Mayfield with it once more. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
All right, as the Patriots come back out here, take me to school on their upcoming round 2 game against the L.A. Chargers. How does this one shake down?
Hey, you and I are in the same classroom. We're both sitting right up front trying to get schooled on this ourselves. But I think the Chargers coming in hot, feeling good about their victory on the road in Baltimore. Remember, they won 12 games in the regular season. Beat the number 1 seed Kansas City on their home field. They're very confident, led by Phillip Rivers. But New England, getting that week off by being the number 2 seed and the Chargers going to their place, a lot of people are going to rely on New England's experience and history to carry them home to a victory. I think the Chargers are coming in awfully high. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the Chargers pull this off.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Gronk's first catch, good for a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Wait, 20, 380. So,
they go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
wait, 20, wait, 20. Watch the slant. Tough.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 49 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this 1st half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, 45 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
He's going to wind up in air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards.
Watch it now, Barney!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Antonio Callaway, 29 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. An exciting week with a divisional round coming up on the NFC side of things, Charles. Dallas at L.A., the Rams. Philadelphia at New Orleans. What do you think?
Well, I can't wait because Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams feel like they've gotten their mojo back down the stretch on offense. Dallas feels like they can pound and bruise against anyone with Ezekiel Elliott carrying the load. That's going to be a marquee game. And how about Philadelphia, New Orleans, the defending Super Bowl champs? Here comes Nick Foles again. New Orleans, the #1 seed at home. They don't lose at home in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay. But it's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Mayfield now. Flush to his right. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great cover. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Lawrence Guy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Gun! Detroit!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
No, check, Patriot!
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey! White 20! White 20! 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I'm coming! No, off. Hey, Alabama.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
White 20! White 20! 29! Alpha!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Being chased out left. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Wait!
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Goes right side. Complete to Gronk. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Hey, we got
Shadow! Wait, that!
Throwing is Brady on third down. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
29, Alpha! 29, Alpha!
Check. 53.
Toe!
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 53 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Goal 50! Alabama, 380!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Quick, we get!
Now a play fake. Brady. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Single, 20! Like 20!
Now Brady got to have this one. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tanner Vallejo in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Gone! 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 Over!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On second down, Mayfield again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield to throw it.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So the Patriots coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.